If your fantasy drawings feel flat, one of the easiest ways to improve them is understanding how light and shadow work together, and then using techniques like hatching to help describe the form. Hi, I'm Will, and this is Ravenquill Studio. In this episode, I'll break down a few simple shading techniques that can add more depth, structure, and atmosphere to your character art. I start by refining the overall shape of the silhouette of the character before moving into the shading process. For this piece, I imagine a warrior resting after a difficult battle, sitting on the remains of a creature just outside of the viewer's full perspective. I won't reveal exactly what the beast is. I'm curious to see who can guess the monster being created here. Leave your comment below. Before moving too far into the rendering, it's important to understand what hatching actually is and why it works so well for shading. Hatching is a shading technique built from repeated lines used to create value, depth, and texture. Instead of blending everything together smoothly, the lines themselves help describe the surface and structure of the form. The closer and denser the lines become, the darker the value appears. Lighter spacing creates softer values and transitions. One of the biggest strengths of hatching is that it can communicate both lighting and the form at the same time. Although I use hatching throughout this piece, I tend to approach it in my own way rather than following strict traditional rules. I like combining sharper directional hatching with softer graphite shading so the drawing keeps some texture while still feeling atmospheric and grounded. Not so much a classic comic book scene, but hints of it. One thing I'm paying close attention to while hatching is the direction of the lines and how they follow the structure of the form. If the lines ignore the shape underneath, the shading starts to feel flat real quick. Even small directional changes in the hatching can help imply curvature, depth, the volley across the face, the armor, etc. That's it for this episode. Catch me in the next one. I hope you learned something here today and enjoyed what I had created. Till next time.